Please remain seated and pray along silently for the opening prayer.
Great God of light, we are gathered here today before your sacred altar, the Miroku Association, to humbly ask permission to celebrate the 139th anniversary of the birth of Meishu-sama, expressing our deepest gratitude to you for sending him with the mission of guiding us. We also express our deepest appreciation for the three treasures that Meishu-sama left us: joy, beauty, and nature, as a means to effectively serve you as instruments in your divine plan. We offer our pledge to you to share these three treasures with as many people as possible as we enter the year of 2022. Please allow all nations to be in harmony with each other, and all humanity to live together as Meishu-sama envisioned: health, prosperity, and peace, so that a paradise on this very earth will soon become a reality to all. Great God of light, please bless and protect us, and give expansive radiance to our souls.
As an expression of our gratitude for our shelter and clothing, we will have the pine branch offerings. Regional Director, Reverend Rodrigo Nagase. Representing all participants, Luisa Rodriguez. Please rise and join her in the bows and claps. Please remain standing and join us for the Biamatsu Rito, the prayer of heaven, followed by the prayer for paradise on earth, found in your program.
Takahamaharani kanzumarimasu. Amorogi kamoro mino mikoto mochite. Sumemiyo ya kamuizana kino mikoto. Tsukushi no himuka no tachihana no. Otono wa harani misogi hari. Kamo toji ni narimaseru. Arai dono kamitachi. Moro moro no makakoto tsumikerayo. Arai tamae kiyome tamae toma osu koto no yoshio. Amatsu kami konitsu kami ayorosu no kami tachi tomoni. Ame no fujikoma no mini furitatete. Kikoshime seto. Kashikomi no maosu. Miroku o mikami. Mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Miroku o mikami. Mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Oshie ni oya nishi no kami. Mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Oshie miyoya nushi no kami. Mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Kannagara tamachi haemase. Kannagara tamachi haemase. In deep reverence, we acknowledge the fact that the great God of light has appeared and will continue to appear on earth in many different manifestations in order to fulfill his plan of establishing paradise on earth. God will dispel all of the earth's spiritual clouds, will cleanse all the sins and impurities from both the spiritual and the physical realms, and will bring about the ideal world of paradise on earth, one filled with light, everlasting joy and happiness everywhere, a world all humanity and every living creature has longed for throughout the ages. In this paradise there will be perfect weather all year round, with a gentle breeze blowing every fifth day, and rain falling every 10th day, without storms of any kind. Because of God's boundless love, all evil spirits and misguided ones will realize their mistakes and submit themselves to divine rule. All bad practices will cease, and all wrong laws will be corrected. Because negative forces will be awakened to truth and released from their attachment and undue desires, all force of light will be able to fulfill their missions unhampered. Even nature itself, its mountains, rivers, and foliage, love of God. All life, birds, animals, fish, and insects will have their rightful places and will enjoy their individual lives. Such is the state of the true ideal world. In the sky overhead, birds of heaven will be seen flying, and auspicious clouds will float along, portending happy events. On earth, countless beautiful flowers will fill the air with their lovely fragrance. Holy sanctuaries of the God of light in the sacred grounds will be soaring to the sky, and countless magnificent Miroku centers and stately homes of light will fill all the towns on earth with their golden tile roofs glittering in the sun. This is truly the picture of paradise on earth. Everyone will have bountiful harvests, and their storehouses will be full of grains. Fish are caught in abundance. Happy voices will be heard everywhere, and ever to the fullest. Boundaries between countries will disappear. Enmities between races and all conflicts will vanish like bad dreams. All people on earth will become one under the rule of the great God of light. All will be embraced in God's loving arms. In our daily working livelihood, we will be guided by God's intelligence and wisdom. We will all enjoy prosperity by doing good deeds, helping others, and accumulating virtue.
I'm asking so
Without
much.
needing to rely on medicine, we will be blessed with health and longevity. O God, please bless us with your great love and boundless benevolence, and help us to live in accordance with your will. We pray from our innermost hearts that paradise on earth may be a reality. Great God of light, protect us and bless us with supreme happiness. Our founding spiritual father, Meishu-sama, protect us and bless us with supreme happiness.
Não tem mais nada ligado que eu possa ligar.
In accordance with your will, radiate our souls with your divine light.
Please join us in reading Meishu-sama's poem, Our Founder, on page 22 of your prayer book and in your program.
Hold on.
I feel strange when I think of myself. More than human, yet more than human. Divine, I am not even divine. I devote my life to fulfilling the great mission God has assigned me. Let me do my utmost for the world's salvation. How many times I endured afflictions, at times illness, and other times forgiving us.
Please be seated. We will now receive Jorin. now hear Meishu-sama's teaching entitled The Exquisite Flavor of Faith. All things in this world have a flavor of some kind. Objects, people, even our very lives have and impart certain flavors of their own. Were any of this flavor or individual zest be taken from our lives, the world would become so colorless, so inane, that we would lose all desire to live. We can truthfully say that one of the principal sources of our attachment to life is the enjoyment by our sense perceptions of its many different flavors or aspects. Those that bring joy or happiness can appropriately be described as exquisite. Even religions differ in their flavor. Some are full of flavors unique to them. The flavor of others may seem weak or ordinary. And while it may be hard to believe, there are even some religions that generate negative flavors such as fear. Their followers are afraid of God and live according to rigid regulations, severely restricted by rules. Personal freedom is replaced by a constant state of apprehension and trepidation, with religion itself seeming like hell. True faith should lead to serenity of mind and a life of happiness and joy. When we attain this state, we perceive the love of God in the sun, the moon, and the stars, in the beauty of nature, the songs of birds, and the perfection of flowers. We recognize God's caring in the abundance with which our every need is supplied, such as food, clothes, and shelter, and for which we express our gratitude. We sense our oneness with all life, not only with people, but with nature, with the plant and animal life all about us. This is spiritual ecstasy. Upon having done our best in any situation, in that tranquil and happy state of mind, we have perfect trust in God. When I'm faced with a difficult problem that seems to defy a solution, in spite of my best efforts, I turn to God for help and guidance. I release my problem to His wisdom and wait, trusting that the answer will present itself. I can say from experience that even if a prospect looks dark in the beginning, the result is always better than anticipated. I also dream big dreams and pray to God for His help in bringing them to fruition. He blesses me beyond my dreams and in His own ways through His wisdom. It is indeed wonderful. Once in a while I encounter something, the prospect of which is so disheartening it weighs heavily on my mind. I say to myself, this must be a prelude to something good, a blessing in disguise. Then I wait for God to clarify the problem. Later, I find it turning into a wonderful blessing indeed. What seemed to be an adverse condition proves to have been a necessary purification in order to make the blessing possible. I'm filled with gratitude and wonder why I was concerned, even temporarily. By placing my trust in God, my life has been richly blessed with His miracles. This is what I mean by the exquisite flavor of faith.
It's not hard.
We'll now have some important announcements.
Porque aqui não tá passando. Aqui não tá passando nada. Não tá passando nada. Não. Não tá passando nada.
Good morning. As a reminder, our national headquarters monthly service is always on the first Sunday of the month. Our services are always on the second and fourth Sundays of the month, with a few exceptions. We'll have one more Jode gathering in San Diego next week, Saturday, December 18th. Please participate. On December 23rd at 5 p.m., we'll have a special prayer in recognition for Meishu-sama's birthday, in person and through Zoom. The link will be shared soon. So that's the actual day of his birth. On January 1st at 11 a.m., your new special prayer here at our church. That's the New Year's. Our church will be closed for the holidays from December 24th through January 2nd. On the 3rd, we resume our activities as usual with the morning service at 11 a.m. If you need assistance, Jode, or anything else, please don't hesitate to contact Reverend Nagase or any of us. We are here for you. Thank you and happy holidays.
We'll now have a greeting from Reverend Rodrigo Nagase.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Meishu-sama's birthday. Happy Meishu-sama's birthday. Thank you very much. Welcome to our church. Many technical issues today. It's a modern age. It's life that we interact, right? Even virtually, people who cannot come, people who weren't able to be here with us in person, we always try to make it happen. So if you are being able to watch or not, I'm so sorry for the technical issues. We'll try again, always, to do it better. But thank you very much. How are you today? Good? Cold? Yes, yes. This year is very cold. It's so interesting. Even I went to New York last week. Wasn't that cold? I feel that Los Angeles is colder this time. I know that there will get colder and colder, but this week, last week, wasn't that cold, right? But I mean, it's good to get the colds off the closet sometimes, right? Everybody looks so elegant, so beautiful. But thank you. We have special guests. Everybody's special, but especially those from a little bit further, far from here. Our members from San Diego, welcome. Thank you very much for coming. From Santa Barbara, thank you for coming. And one special guest from New Mexico, right? Alicia Fujita Schwartz. Have you seen her before? Yeah, if you participate on the online stuff, she's always online. She's always participating on the service. Um, she has been a member for many years, and I asked her today to share her faith experience with us so we can know a little bit more everything that she does, how she really practices Meishu-sama's teachings in her life. I know Alice for a couple of years. We met in Japan in 2000 something, right? 2002 or four, yes, four, and we used to go to the sacred grounds to give service. I was a minister, and yes, and I mean we have so many experiences together. Pilgrimage to the sacred ground, something beautiful to do. If you had the opportunity already to go, either to Japan, Brazil, or Thailand, sacred grounds is an experience for a lifetime. And we know each other for a long time. And after many years, I was here, and she came. Right, I'm not spoiled her faith experience, but then it's interesting to see how our spiritual affinity, right, with people we attract sometimes they just disappear because we move or we go somewhere else, and then we met again, and I'm very happy to have you with us today. Recently, she will announce as well, but she passed on the examination for Ikebana instructor. So again, congratulations. So please, if you could.
Good morning, everyone. Well, I will read because I'm shy. My name is Alice Fujita Schwartz. I'm really, really happy to be here. And I know maybe half of. I would like to share my experience about my first miracle. All my family, mother, father, brother, and sister, become members in 1988. At that time, I was going to study in Japan, and I also was not into religion. During that year, I was still living in Japan, I noticed a lump in my breast. However, because of my age, yeah, the doctor said that tumor was benign. After a year, I came back to Brazil, and my mother and my sister did joy on me. After a month, when I had another examination, the tumor had disappeared. Because it was so easy, I did not believe it was through joy. This was my first miracle that I never told people. I became a member in 2001. I want to do something good to the community. So I went to volunteer in other religions. However, I decided to be in the same religion as my parents. I started volunteer in Campinas, São Paulo, where I learned a lot about Meishu-sama. I did not believe in Jorei, but I started giving in hospital for people in need. After witness many experiences, I came to realize how joy is powerful and effective. And from that moment on, I truly believe that joy is the best way to help others. Through my financial purification, I learned the importance to have a gratitude and practicing daily and monthly donations. Things change. If I would talk all the miracles I received since I become a member, I will be here for days. So I can say I really believe that Meishu-sama is the savior of humanity. And I don't know what my life will be if I have no Meishu-sama. Well, Reverend Agassi asked me to share details about my missionary work in Fargo, North Dakota. I first went to live in Fargo in 2013. I went there as a visiting scientist at North Dakota State University. In that occasion, I met my future husband, Paul. So I went back to Brazil, and then I had to wait for the visa and to get married. So I finally moved in 2016. So I lived there for 5 years. I had always lived in a place where there were joy centers, and I could go and volunteer easily. So it was a challenge to me to move to a place where there were no center and no member that I knew of. I started doing the basic practice of a faith, like reading teachings, practicing daily and monthly gratitude, giving joy to people, doing mitamamigaki at home, giving small flower arranging at work. And one day, reading the teachings, I read that is similar to entering the gate of the house. If you really want to have true faith, you need to enter in a living room of the house. For that, you need to have a home altar. So I requested one. I had an altar presentation in January 2019. On that occasion, my husband and someone who was receiving joy for more than 6 months become members. I was really happy. I was not the only one anymore. Continuing volunteering, I did 30 days of joy and a couple. However, they said that they didn't see any positive results. I explained that some results cannot be seen because it happens in a spiritual realm. However, at the same time,